Ladies and gentlemen, as always, Mentorship Talk Show never disappoints. Today, this is a program that is brought to you by young student mentors and mentees from Kibabi University. I'm Dr. Brian Motivator.
I'm Mentor Owimo, the poet.
I am Professor Tino Brian.
I'm Waziri Silali Wakili.
Yeah, as always, Mentorship Talk Show will never disappoint. And our topic for today is the 3 keys of maximize your potential. Dr. Miles Monroe, before having a plane crash, he was giving a speech at Bahamas, and the topic was the best kept secret. He said that the wealthiest place on earth is neither South Africa, where the golds are being mined, nor at Iraq, where the oils are being mined, but the wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery. It's the cemetery where people are dying without maximizing their potential. And therefore, today I have my student mentors and mentees who will share with you on how you can maximize your potential. Perhaps this is why Dr. Miles Monroe he went further to write a book about maximize your potential as the title. Welcome, Mentor Elvis the Poet, to share with us on how we can maximize the potential.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Brian. My fellow mentors, this topic, maximization on our potential, actually I can see some questions roaming around our mind. That what do you need to have in order to maximize on your potential? Where do you need to be? And with which people, to whom would you want to be with in order to make sure that you maximize on your potential? We are going to discuss 3 major keys that can help us maximize on our potential. And these keys are practice, mentorship, and teamwork. A woman who was the greatest choreographer by the name Martha Graham gave the meaning of the word practice as performing over and over again. She said that practice is the only means you can invite the perfection desired. And at this juncture, the perfection desired is the maximum level of our potential. Allow me to talk about practice in terms of focus. A great man by the name George Lucas gave a statement that focus determines your reality. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality, for you to feel the reality of your life, you must have reached the peak of your potential. This is the time when everything in your environmental condition will appear real to you. It will appear real to your senses, real to your emotions, real to your feelings and everything that is concerned with your life. Maybe somebody may wonder, which George Lucas am I talking about? The distincted man I'm talking about is the greatest genius billionaire behind the epic star franchise of films. And to my surprise, this idea of this man becoming the epic star franchise came to him when he was 14 years old. This is when he decided that this is when he realized that this is the potential that lied within him, that is in filming. And therefore, he decided to focus and get determined in working towards getting the maximum level of his potential that was within him. Ladies and gentlemen, this man, after 22 years later, he was able to release the first and the most successful film, the Star Wars franchise. And by now, I also keenly observed his life history. That this year, this time, this month, the March of this year, 2022, the accounts of George Lucas are estimated to contain $6.4 billion shillings. My fellow mentors, isn't this man successful? The man is successful. And why? Because he focused and got determined to maximize what he realized that lied within him. And therefore, let me pose this question to our audience: that after you realize your potential, how best do you strive towards maximizing it? Yeah, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud about the great thoughts that are being shared to us by the great mentor Elvis the poet. And as you have just talked about focus,
Yes.
I've recalled some words of a great man by the name Mark Twain, who said that you cannot depend on your eyes when your imaginations are out of focus.
Yeah.
Therefore, with me, when you talk about focus, I majorly dwell on two things. That is your interest and how to avoid the distraction that comes about when you are trying to focus on something. Your interest really matters a lot, because I want to believe that once you focus on something, you focus on something that is very advantageous to you, something that is very positive on your health, something that is very positive towards your success. Therefore, as you keep on focusing, gain some interest, and this will help you to overcome some challenges. Then secondly, the distractions are there, and there are very critical ways of avoiding distraction. And most of the people tend to treat distraction as problems. But remember, even with problems, however big the problem is, it doesn't matter how big it is. What matters is how good you will be able to handle it and get out of it. Therefore, try as much as possible, avoid distraction in the process of your success, and all shall be well with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you watch this mentorship talk show, this program, you can drop your comment. And I want to make a conclusion on practice as a key of maximizing potential. Reflecting on the life of Muhammad Ali, the world champion professional boxer. This man, a lot is being said about how he uses to practice. One was having a roadwork as part of practice. It is said that Muhammad Ali used to practice 2 to 14 weeks ahead of fight. Ladies and gentlemen, at one time he was being interviewed by one of the reporters, and the reporter asked Muhammad Ali, "How many push-ups can you make?" Muhammad Ali replied, "About 8 to 9. But he said he will start counting until he starts feeling the pain or he can't do it anymore." Perhaps this is why he said that practice is hard, but you have to suffer and enjoy the rest of your life as a champion. Therefore, if you have a potential, talent, or gift, you have to practice on it. And let me assure you, if you are having a passion on doing something or practicing on something, you'll never get tired of doing it, but you always complete or finish it. Grandma Moses did painting until his late 80s. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with this show, I want to invite Professor Brian to share with us another key of maximizing potential.
Once more, I'm very grateful, and I would like to share with you the importance of having mentors within us. A mentor is a very important person when it comes to maximizing on potential, with a reason. Remember, a great man by the name Bob Nedley once said that I believe in myself when someone is capable of driving me towards where I want to be. And therefore, allow me share with you some of the roles of mentors in the way in which we can be able to maximize our potential. One role of a mentor is that a mentor will help you acknowledge your shortcomings. Remember, once you want to move ahead, ladies and gentlemen, you must also be able to identify what is it that is dragging you behind. For you to move ahead, you must be able to solve these situations. Maybe you might be in a situation whereby you are trying to solve these issues, but I can assure you there are some issues or setbacks that you are unable to see. And this is the role of the mentor to come in and be able to point them out so that you can be able to work upon them and try to solve these issues that are trying to lag you behind. Secondly, a mentor will help you develop your strength. Just the same way you need to know what is dragging you behind, your setbacks. You also need to know what are you good in. And much of the time, you might not even be able to understand. Maybe you are doing something, but you might have some difficulties to tell what are you good in that which you are doing. But I can assure you that once you have a mentor will be able to point something in you. And then he will tell you that do this and this so that you can become perfect on that, what you are doing. Therefore, a mentor will help you develop your strength, and a strength is only a strength when you are trying to work towards developing it. Thirdly, a mentor will try to help you learn new things. Remember, however smart you are or however much you know, the process of learning is ever ongoing. It is a long journey and you will never finish it. And once you want to maximize your potential, we have new ideas that usually arise, and maybe you might not be aware of them. So, dear mentors, learning is an ongoing process, it is a lifelong process, and therefore try as much as possible, find a mentor who is capable of impacting knowledge on you so that you can perfect on what you are doing. Then a mentor will also help you to make some critical decisions. It is very normal that decision making sometimes become cumbersome. You might find some difficulties in making these decisions, but through a mentor, a person who is experienced in what you are doing, I think he is in a position to identify ways in which you can easily overcome these difficulties. Then lastly, a mentor is someone who will always connect you with new people. Just like anybody else working in different companies, you will be able to understand and know each and every person in that company, what all their characteristics, and you will be able to learn from them. But remember, once you want to progress, you need to learn something new. And now that you are in a company for too long, you have already learned from someone, you also need to learn some new ideas, new things about your profession. Therefore, a mentor will be able to connect you with new individuals who are going to open opportunities for you. He will be trying to make you associate with new people. And as the saying goes, that it doesn't matter how many people you know. What matters is who you know. Is that person having an impact on your side or not? And that is all about it.
My fellow mentors, concerning mentorship, actually, there is this saying that is famous with the we people on earth, that in behind every successful man there is a woman. And now I ask myself, what about behind every successful woman? Who is there? And therefore, I think he's not a man. But what we have to understand, that behind every successful person there is a mentor. And therefore, if I may ask, who is your mentor and how often do you interact with your mentor? Thank you.
I also agree with our speakers that actually mentorship is a key factor in maximizing our potential.
Yeah.
I know that actually a mentor is a guiding pillar. In the year 1498, Vasco da Gama was from Portugal to coastal parts of East Africa, but he only used a map. I think that is history.
Yeah.
When we see the current football, we think of Cristiano Ronaldo. But Cristiano Ronaldo could not be Cristiano Ronaldo without Sir Alex Ferguson. I think when you trace his root, he came from Manchester United. And that was the time when Ferguson was his coach. Today he's having 5 Ballon d'Or. He has won 5 champions. And he's actually a good striker. When we talk of Lionel Messi, I know that Lionel Messi could be not Lionel Messi without the coachship of Pep Guardiola, without the club Barcelona. So today, Lionel Messi is with 7 Ballon d'Ors and with 3 champions, courtesy Pep Guardiola and Barcelona. So mentorship is great and actually maximizes on our potential. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, even a strong house must have a pillar. Just like a beautiful that you are, you need a foundation that is a mentor. Nelson Mandela could not be the Nelson Mandela among the greatest presidents and leader without Walter Sisulu. Michael Jackson could not be singing out of the graves because his album was said to have made more money after his death without Quincy Jones. Michael Jordan is amongst the best basketball player ever on the world. He could not be Michael Jordan we know today without Phil Jackson. Coming to the field of speaking, Les Brown today is amongst the top world. He could not be Les Brown, the memes boy we know today, without Mark Williams. What of Tony Robbins? Tony Robbins is amongst the wealthiest people in America. He could not be Tony Robbins doing speaking without Jim Rohn. Come back to the field of business. Bill Gates is a well-known, the man who made an impact in changing the world through internet by coming up with Microsoft. Bill Gates is said to be mentored by Warren Buffett. What about the young billionaire Mark Zuckerberg, the man who came up with the only book that the young and the old are reading every day? The Africans and white are reading more often. That is Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg was mentored by Steve Jobs. Just to ask the same question my fellow mentor, the poet Elvis, asked you. Who is your mentor? A mentor is like a map. He will expose you to good places, but it's your responsibility to go where you want to be. I want to give this opportunity to my fellow mentors. You have something to say, Professor Brian?
Of course, yes. You know, when you are trying to pose these questions, I also think someone is also asking himself, who is he, or what qualities should I have for I to have a mentor? Anybody requires a mentor. If you ask yourself, why should I require a mentor? Actually, you just need a mentor so long as you have some dreams to achieve. So long as you want to maximize on your potential, try and find someone who can guide you. As he has said that mentors are just people who provide us with the route map on where we want to go. And for those who don't have maybe mentors, remember to get one. And also, your inner soul can be your best mentor. And despite that one, it can also be your best distractor. What matters is your attitude and how you think about issues. Allow me give this opportunity to fellow mentors to share with you another key for maximizing potential.
Yeah, we want to invite the one and only, it's called Waziri Silali, to give us the key of maximizing potential.
Thank you very much, my fellow speakers. Actually, mentorship talk show is wow. And I think our audience actually are just enjoying it and you are learning from it. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as foes.
Exactly, yeah.
My topic today is teamwork and our main topic, maximizing on our potential. I would like to say that even the word itself, teamwork, what team, together, everyone achieves more.
Wow.
So it actually indicates that if you want to reach far, if you want to achieve everything, if you want to be somewhere, then you need someone. And also the African saying says that you have to rely on others, because remember, when you were born because of others. When you are living today, you are living because of others. And when you will die, you will not bury yourself, but you will need others.
Yes.
I enjoy the world of football.
Okay.
And today I agree with Manchester City being actually one of the best clubs in EPL, English Premier League. I think it is at the top.
Yeah.
We have key players there. Kevin De Bruyne is one of the best midfielder, I can say. But Manchester City could not be at the top only because of Kevin De Bruyne. but it was only because of teamwork, because of the help of Mahrez, because of the help of Foden, that Manchester City is at the top today.
Yeah.
Hence, teamwork. And also, actually, I would like to agree my mentors
Yes.
that teamwork is great. And actually, the ancestors who said that in unity is strength, we cannot negotiate about it.
Yeah.
And also, the story which is true of an eagle. There was a king in a kingdom. There was a caretaker who was taking care of his eagles. And there was great thinkers of the kingdom, as we can see many scholars today. And there was actually a peasant farmer. It is with connection to the society living today. And the king had, the eagle had 2 eaglets. But the time of flying, the eaglets could not fly. But only one attempted, and it flew away. One remained on a tree branch. The king got worried, was embarrassed. Why? Because the nature of an eagle is to fly. What is wrong with my eagle? The caretaker came, tried his level best because actually he was the doctor, but the eagle could not fly. The great thinkers of the kingdom were summoned to make the eagle fly, but the eagle was unable to fly. Credit went to the peasant farmer. He just came with a knife and cut a branch of a tree that the eagle was standing on, and the eagle flew away. Oh, the king was happy that who made my eagle to fly? It has been long for my eagle to fly, but today it is in the space. But the caretaker said that it was a peasant farmer. The peasant farmer was summoned by the king, and the king asked him, how was it? The peasant farmer said that actually I'm not that much great thinker, but I only cut the branch of a tree and the eagle flew away. In connection to that, I would like to say that the king had an eagle but could not make the eagle to fly. The caretaker was there to ensure that eagles could fly, but it was unable. The thinkers who could help the eagle fly never made it to fly. But the peasant farmer came and made the eagle to fly. Hence, unity. As I finalize, I would like to say that if you want to get the other side of a river, then you need what? A bridge. And also, if you want to get on the up part of a roof or a tree, what do you need? A ladder. Thank you very much. As I welcome Dr. Brent, the motivator, to also contribute.
Yeah, I want to maybe say something about teamwork as a part or a key of maximizing potential. Truth to be told, 2 is better than 1. And the great minds in the Bible once wrote, if you want to go far, you go with people. But if you want to move fast, go alone. Ladies and gentlemen, we need each other for us to make a progress. Henry Ford, the great innovator who made an impact in automotive industry, said that coming together is a beginning. Staying together is a progress. And working together is success. We need each other to make different steps of achievement in life. I want to invite the one and only, the great poet, Mentor Elvis, to share with us a good poem about maximized potential.
Of course, fellow mentors, I can't forget to nurture and build on the potential that lies within me. And that's the jotting and presenting poems to the world. Therefore, hearken keenly to the following stanzas, and they are going to have a great impact in our lives. They say, an early man echoed to the recent, that practice makes perfection so recent. Practice that elects high above to compel. I don't mean one that springs high by hail. Drawing more closer, he whispered, Sorcerers, that life is only extricated, quoting focus, towards futurism thrust as the only obviation of life from lust. Thank you.
That one
My fellow
from-
mentors and mentees,
Yes.
practice makes
Perfect.
not really. Practice makes improvement.
Sure.
What do we tell the audience?
We were born to inspire before we expire.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you watch this video, drop your comment, share the video, and thank you for watching. Let us meet next time every Saturday from 9:30 to 9:50 a.m. This is Mentorship Talk Show, brought to you by young student mentors and mentees from Kibab University. Asante.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Love your audience.
Hadi time bana, na naona Brian